Today, you're going to be learning this combo.
I've been struggling for years. I'm saying I'm one of a kind and they ain't built them like me. Vision myself a champion, one day I might be. Proud of what I see from the man in the mid.
Hi, this is Mad Dog Games, your fighting game sensei. Welcome to my step-by-step series, a series where I'll be breaking everything down by steps over parts so I can make it super and simple for you guys to do. Now in today's video, I have a Cammy combo that I recommend you learn. But before we get started, I have to mention a couple of things. We have a lot of things to work on, so here's the format that we're going to be doing throughout the video. And if you're new to the channel and looking for more videos like this for other characters, there is a link of the series down below. This is the second episode in the series. You'll also find other series that I've made that will help you throughout your journey. Lastly, watch until the end of this video to find out who I'll be covering next on the series. With that being said, let us start off with round 1 by breaking our main combo down. The first thing I want you to do for part 1 is standing heavy punch. Next for part 2, now you want to add drive rush cancel, which is pressing forward during your previous attack animation. For part 3, now you want to add standing heavy punch again. Part 4, now you want to add quick spin knuckle, which is pressing quarter circle back and heavy punch at the same time. Part 5, now you want to add standing light punch into standing light kick. Part 6, lastly, you want to add spiral arrow, which is quarter circle forward and medium kick. Round 2, bonus tips and tricks. In this part of the video, we're now going to be talking about common mistakes when trying to do this combo, alternative combos for easier or similar combos, and then end it with strategies when using these combos. Common mistake. The first mistake I can see beginners making when trying to do this combo is not properly timing the drive rush cancel to land the rest of this combo. The reason why this combo can seem tricky is because you will need to understand when to start activating and canceling your drive rush. There are two ways you can activate drive rush. First is holding drive parry and then pressing forward to activate it. This uses one drive meter. The second one, which is the one that you'll have to know for this combo, is the drive rush cancel. This uses 3 drive meters, which you can cancel any attacks into drive rush by doing it during the first attack animation. In this case will be during the first standing heavy punch. If you're wanting to make this easier on yourself, it's best to set cancel timing display on. This will allow you to see the duration of that cancel window, which is red by the way, for you to see when you should cancel it. The next mistake I can see beginners making is not timing the standing light punch and standing light kick to connect spiral arrow. This is another piece I had trouble with when I first started. The best way to do this part is that you must understand how to link these two together without having to mash on these buttons to come out. It's about carefully timing and executing at the right time. The old-fashioned way to learn this is by trial and error and building muscle memory. Break the combo down into smaller parts and see if you're able to get the timing right, which will build muscle memory. If you want to make this much easier on yourself, go to settings and change the game speed into 50%. This will allow you to see everything carefully, and all you have to do now is see when you're able to press standing light punch and standing light kick. This will help with the timing of your buttons if you're going too fast or you're going too slow. I'll even put the frame data and information hub to help you with this timing of this combo, for those that like the technical aspect. Now, the final mistake I can see beginners making is relying on this combo starter as your main way to start your damage and pressure. A couple of things you need to keep in mind is that although the beginning part of this combo is safe on block at -3, becoming predictable does not help you keep your momentum. Your opponent still has a few options to still punish you, whether that is using drive parry, drive impact, or just waiting for you to whiff your attack. It's best for you not to have your opponent read you. Make sure you mix it up with other starters and staggers to keep your opponent on their toes. like grabbing, poking, zoning, mix-ups, and pressure. Alternative combos. In this section, I'll show you some similar combos to our main combo, as well as an easier alternative in case you found the drive rush cancel to still be challenging. As for the rest of these combos in this section, I'll be showing you bread and butter combos, neutral jumping combos, special move starters, drive rush cancels, and corner combos. A little bit of everything to get you ready. Corner combos. Now this is a time to learn some corner combos. Here are the combos I recommend using. Combo strategy. This first strategy is about Cammy's main pokes that can be used in neutral. It's very important to know how you can open opponents up or use footsies to your advantage. Let us begin with this standing light kick. This normal attack starts up quick at 5 frames and is safe on block at -3. If you're close to your opponent, using 2 or even 3 crouching light punches is a great way to set up for your standing light kick range. Standing light kick is also a great hit confirm tool, as you can link it up with spiral arrow so that you can continue your offense. It also allows you to drive rush off of it for either pressure or on block, or hit confirm it for a combo. Just be aware that you'll be spending 3 drive meters quickly for that pressure. Standing medium kick is your standing mid-range poke. It starts up at 8 frames and is -4 on block. It, however, does not natural combo into anything. It's just a tool to check the opponent in neutral. Crouching medium kick will be your go-to poke simply because it's easy to hit confirm with and is her farthest reach and can low profile attacks. This can also be used with drive rush to cancel to continue your offense. This next strategy is about Cammy's spiral arrow. This special move is one of her best tools in her arsenal and is the reason why she could keep her offensive pressure going. The stronger version travels farther, and the overdrive does more damage and launches the opponent in the air for a combo juggle. Spiral arrow also is effective to carry the opponent all the way to the corner, allowing you to take the advantage and keep them trapped there. If you're looking for a combo that will guarantee that corner carry, I would recommend this one. Using this attack as a combo ender is great because it will let you keep your offensive pressure. For example, let's say you use crouching medium kick into spiral arrow. This is great for you, and depending on which version you used, medium or heavy spiral arrow, it will leave you at a frame advantage on hit between 26 to 29 frames, meaning that you will have this window to do anything else to the opponent. In this case, it's best to dash into the opponent, which then will leave you between 8 or 11 frames advantage to start your pressure. Go in with crouching heavy punch because that will leave you +1 on block. Follow it up with a jab, and if the opponent wants to challenge it, that is a guaranteed counter hit for you. If the opponent decides not to challenge it, throw the opponent to punish their block. This is what we call a strike throw strategy, which Cammy excels well in. The third strategy is about Cammy's quick spin knuckle special move. This is Cammy's anti-zoning tool and her main strategy for fighting off any opponents. The heavier version causes her to move forward farther and leaves you +3 on block, allowing you to frame trap the opponent and continue your offense. However, you normally wouldn't want to use this in between pressure strings because of the gap it has. You will get punished. It's mainly for a tool to get in. For example, like I mentioned earlier, you can use this to avoid projectiles and punish your opponent in exchange. The EX version switches sides, And an interesting strategy for this version is that on wake up, this can be quickly catch the opponent off guard if they're not expecting it, allowing you to potentially find an opening. The fourth combo strategy is about Cammy's Cannon Spike. This special move can only be done in mid-air and is another great way for her to get in to whiff punish the opponent. However, there are some things you must know about this move. First, the strength of this special move slightly changes the angle and distance on how far this reaches. The light version is the steepest, medium version opens up a little bit more, and the heavy version opens the farthest. The overdrive version slightly does more damage while putting you in a slightly more safer on block. All of these options technically do not put you in an advantageous position, meaning that these will leave you negative on block, especially the sooner and higher this lands on the opponent. What the pros do in order to make this more effective is to make sure you land this attack at your opponent's toes. This will leave you +1 on block. This is enough for Cammy to dish out her effective pressure or use her strike throw mix-up. The last combo strategy is about Hooligan Combination special move. This special move is another tool that allows Cammy to close the gap. It has 5 different ways on how to approach the opponent. It's great that it has a lot of options, but at the same time will make Cammy a little bit more complicated to learn because this means you will have to carefully read out your opponent and act accordingly with the best option. Similar to Spin Knuckle, it is another tool that cannot be done during block strings because of how punishable it can be with the gap in between. It is another tool that is mainly done to close the gap between the opponent. Let's go over all these options and see how to best utilize these one by one. First up, Razor's Edge Slicer. This is the first option and you have to not input anything for it to come out completely by default. This move is a low attack and is +2 on block. If you manage to land the medium kick or heavy kick version on the opponent, you can combo with it with Cannon Spike to deal some more damage. The next attack you get access to is Cannon Strike. This is done during the Hooligan combination to cancel the spin and go into a dive kick. This is meant to punish the opponent if they decide to challenge it. Everything that you learned about Cannon Strike, the rules can be applied the same. Combined with Hooligan, this can help you go in aggressively to attack the opponent. Be careful in being predictable because there are ways to punish this because of the gap. That is why there's an option to cancel the entire attack completely, and that is called Silent Step, which again forces Cammy to drop straight down to stop in case you feel like they will punish your attack. This essentially could also be used as a way to bait your opponent so you can punish them instead. The next option is Fatal Leg Twister. Once you get in close, you can grab the opponent to punish them for blocking. The enhanced version will launch them off the ground for a combo juggle. The last option is called Reverse Edge. It's an overhead attack that covers a large arc and can mix the opponent up if they believe your other options are coming, which remember, they have low attacks by default. With all of these options at your disposal, you can get creative on how you want to approach the opponent and punish them accordingly. Round 3. Finish them. In this section, we're going to learn the best way to finish your opponent off by using high damaging combos like Punish Counter combos, Drive Impact, and Super Art combos. Punish Counter. A Punish Counter occurs when you hit your opponents during their recovery frames. This does deal a higher damage percentage to your combos and depletes some of their drive meter. Now that you know the requirements and some details, here are some good combos to use. Drive Impact is an attack with 2 hits of armor to counter your opponent's attack, and it uses 1 drive meter. The requirement to land this is that you either have to absorb an attack or hit as a punish counter. When done in the corner, it can cause a wall splat for a big stun. Here are the combos I recommend using. Critical Art. The requirement to land these Critical Art is depending on the amount of super meter you have available. Check the bottom corner to see what you have. We will cover all levels of super arts starting from level 1 to level 3. Round 4. Pros and Cons. In this section, we're going to go over Cammy's pros and cons and strengths and weaknesses. Now for the pros. Now Cammy does have great movement and mobility, has strong pressure options, medium level execution, and excels at close range. Now for the cons for playing as Cammy. Now she does have slightly lower base damage, has unsafe strings, no standard projectiles, and lastly, requires high level execution for max damage in combos. Congratulations on mastering this character. For the next episode for the series, I'll be covering Chun-Li in Street Fighter 6. If you found this video helpful, please like this video and share it to your friends and family. I have a link to my Discord and Twitter to keep in touch with my community. My name is Matt Games, your fighting game sensei, signing off. I'll see you guys next time.